Sure looks like a lot more space when it's not full of stuff. Yeah.
What we do here is go back.
Alright guys, so we're back. Another day, another dollar. We have the car pulled out, we got the Camaro out there, waiting for them to pick that up. But while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment and I'm going to kind of clean this place up. So obviously we got overspray on the floor, you know, there's a little overspray around. So I'm just going to go ahead and start sweeping it all up, probably run some water with some soap all over this floor. Get this whole area over here cleaned up, you know, make it look presentable again. Then we could get to working on these helmets over here. So I'm just going to take a minute, clean all this up, organize it all a little better, because I actually, just since we got the walls done, I haven't had a chance to do anything besides paint. So now that we have a minute to just cut all that stuff out, these helmets are not in a huge rush. So we could just take a little bit of today and actually clean all this up and make it look a little bit nicer. Get this all reorganized and looking good again. Get everything nice and clean so that we can start, you know, we don't have to spray so much. So we're just gonna clean it up, make it look good. So yeah, that's my start to my day today. So that's what we're doing.
It's not a game, it's a red skin.
Wow, look at that. It's all nice. So, it probably looks more cluttered than anything, but it's actually easier for me to find anything now. Like I'm on my jacks back there. I got my compressors here, extension cords, all these random, what do you call stands and stuff, because there's different stands depending on what I'm painting. The metal racks there that are good for when I just need to stretch stuff across. Those are all there. I got my stuff fairly organized so I could, you know, get to it pretty quick. I could get to the compressor pretty easily now over there. The freezer is over here. So now we've consolidated all the kind of stuff that's taking up the space is all up against the wall there, right? So it's all up on the wall. And we've opened up kind of that little area over there that I can just move that stuff really if I need to in order to make some space. So yeah, we have the garage all cleaned up. I got word today that the SUV project is on and it's coming. And then a project that got canceled earlier this year because of the weird football season stuff, that's also now back on. So still kind of iffy, but we'll see. It's kind of planned for next month. But for now, we're gonna come back then we're gonna come focus on these. So I'm gonna go ahead and start some prep work on these bad boys. I also got in the mail the clear coat that we're gonna be using for these. So this guy's gotten a helmet from me before, and he was kind of sad because he kept taking pucks to the face and stuff like that, and it was getting scratched, right? So, I mean, it happens, paint scratches. So he asked if there was something a little more durable, clear wise, so that maybe it doesn't scratch so easy. Maybe it'll get some scuffs and stuff that they could just buff out instead of getting deep old gashes. So we got some of this Tamco high impact clear. So it's 30-minute high-speed impact clear, but it boasts like the best chemical and scratch resistance, the best UV resistance. So this little quart right here kit was quite expensive. It's usually around the price what I pay for a gallon of clear. So this quart right here is quite expensive, but we're going to go ahead and use that on that to try to ensure the maximum durability. We're also going to use it on his friend's welding helmet here. That way they can boast, the maximum durability, since he went ahead and paid extra for that. So anyway, enough jibber jabbering. I'm going to go ahead and pour myself some water, get some wet sandpaper, and we're going to wet sand these up and get going. So fun time sanding, more sanding. Look at those arms, boy. Alright guys, so I got them all wet sanded up. So what I did is I hit this one with 1000 grit, I hit this one with a little bit of 320 grit, and then I went back with the sanding block and kind of smooth them back out on both. So I'm just going to let them dry, go get something to eat real quick, let them dry, come back, we're going to prep them all up and leave them ready, to airbrush. So let them dry really good so that we can get our tape. This one probably doesn't require any masking, to be honest with you. But on this one, we really want to cover up all that nice padding inside. So again, I'm just going to let these all dry up, go get a quick snack, and we'll be back with the prep. For some more prep, we're going to lay some masking tape. You guys like masking tape, right? I like masking tape. Alright, so they're nice and dry now. I took a little brake cleaner to get that goo off. Works pretty good. If that goo, like on a decals, ever give me trouble, a little bit of brake cleaner helps out pretty good. Just to get that last little bit off of there. So we got this one all ready. I'm going to mask this one off. We're going to kind of want to mask all the foam parts inside here. And we're just going to lay some masking tape over all this inside. If I can get you guys at the right angle. We're going to lay some masking tape all up in here. Get that all covered up so that no overspray actually gets on the foam. Obviously on the sides here we're probably going to get a little bit. But we'll try not to get too much. We're also going to try to cover up these little tiny holes here where stuff kind of screws in, so that we could get those holes clear without much of anything else. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to take this welding helmet, I'm going to place it over here on this real quick like. We're going to come get that can of spray primer, which this thing has been doing work, son. So again, this is Krylon Automotive 2-in-1 primer. Everybody always asks the brands of primer. Like, yo, I'm just using this because we're just doing it on a helmet. This is probably more than good enough. We have epoxy primer in there and everything. But on a hammer like this, I don't really think it's going to matter too much. So we're just going to use some of this just to make sure we get that all nice and covered, get a nice smooth surface. And so when we lay the silver on it tomorrow, it'll be nice and smooth, and the silver will be nice and popped. So again, I'm just going to start off, lay some primer on this. We'll mask that up, leave everything ready for tomorrow, and we'll come back tomorrow and knock it all out. So anyway, let's get to spraying some primer. Alright guys, so we got them all ready. I'm pretty much going to call it for today. It's pretty late in the day. Got that all prepped up, taped up. It's pretty much ready to go. This one's ready for base coat tomorrow. So, got that primer up on there, all good. It's drying up nice. And the reason I want to put primer on this is, and dark gray primer works really good actually for this. So we're going to do a silver base on this. And then we're going to do some masking, some tape lines. But then all we're going to do is lay, what is that design called? Jeez, I just had it in my mouth. I could pull it out. Jeez, I can't think of the name now. It's not filigree, it's the other stuff. Oh man, I don't even have I don't have the thing in here. Anyway, what do you call it? It's like, we're gonna lay a nice mantle over it, right? And then we're gonna do the spray through. Oh man, I can't think of the dang name of what the design is called. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but no, it's made filigree, like a mantle fill with filigree. Geez, a lace design inside of the taping and stuff. We're gonna throw some black edging around it, and then we're just gonna spray candy over it. Not too crazy. That's what I consider something pretty basic is just taping it. Spraying some silver, throw some tape, some candies, good to go. This one is getting a tiger on it. So we've done the tiger design before, so we're doing it again on this one. With a little bit of a different twist, as well as some different little accents. We're doing it on a little different. This one, I think it's also going blue, like a blue tiger. I'm not so sure. I have to look back on the notes for that. But pretty much, that's where we're gonna stop for today. Let this dry up. Let that dry up till tomorrow, and then I'll come knock this. Lay the base coat on that first thing, and then get to work on this and all that. And stay productive. So anyway, I'm gonna end this episode right there. Thank you guys all for watching as always, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.